In Tana, all of your text is in one large outline of bullet points indented underneath other bullet points, which will look sort of like a branching tree. We'll call each of these points nodes. If you go all the way up the tree, it will track back to your home node, generally through your calendar or your library. References in Tana allow you to link any node to any node in your overall outline, turning that outline into a graph. You can copy paste a node from anywhere to anywhere simply by placing your cursor in the node and then using your computer's copy shortcut. On Mac, Command C. I just went to my home node and copied its reference because it's a node like everything else. I paste the reference and you'll see that I can unfold the calendar going full circle to where we started. References give you quick access to the things you want to see wherever you want to see them. On my home node, I have a live search for my tasks. Here, I'm pasting references to the tasks I want to complete on my Today node. Many users like to do this because it allows them to easily see all of the days where they worked on a task, as well as update the content indented underneath them. I completed the first task, so I check the box using Command Enter, the Mac keyboard shortcut. The second task isn't done, but I add some content underneath it, making forward progress. Here, I create a node for the journal entry, and then I move it to the Today node. You can tell the difference between references and regular nodes by the dotted outline around the bullet point. And then I write what happened. Maggie and I met and talked about elicit. Maggie and elicit are both inline references, and the autocomplete was triggered by typing the @ symbol. Since the journal node is a reference, you'll see the exact same content in both locations. I can hold Shift and click on the inline ref to see Maggie's node. It has a field, works in, with a reference to aught as the value. I can expand the reference to see aught's values. I know that elicit is one of aught's products, so I select the inline ref to elicit and paste it in there as a reference. Looking at her bio, I see that she has a master's in digital anthropology, so I want to turn that into a node that I can reference elsewhere. I select it, type the @ symbol, and then create a digital anthropology in my library. I also know that she used to work at Egghead, so I create that node as well and tag it as a company. Shift click works to expand inline refs, but you can also select them with your cursor and expand them with the same keyboard shortcut as expanding normal nodes. Command down on Mac. You'll notice there's an 8 on the right edge of the node. That is due to Show Reference Counter All Pages in Tana Labs. As this is currently in the lab, you can expect the visuals to change here, but I recommend turning it on. By clicking on the number, you'll see every time you've made a ref or inline ref to elicit. You'll notice that they're orange. That's because elicit is tagged with systems, which I've set to be oranged. The references have different sections. The top part has references within your outlines, and above each node will show you the breadcrumbs, which is the path showing you all of the indentation required to get to where you are. Most of them are just showing which day I wrote the node on, but some of them show something more deeply nested. At the bottom, you'll see appears as author in and appears as product in. These are fields where elicit was referenced. References within fields allow you to create strong, labeled relationships. Because refs allow you to place a node in multiple locations, when I change the text in the node, it changes the text everywhere it's referenced. Refs are a convenient way of keeping information up to date throughout your entire knowledge graph. Refs enable you to resurface information through linked nodes. For example, if I were trying to find aught, but I couldn't remember what the company were called, I might think to myself, Maggie works for them, or elicit is one of their products. Then I could look at Maggie's node or elicit's linked references and find aught. References allow you to put information wherever you need it, and it doesn't matter where it was originally. Simply by referencing elicit in this sentence, I've made all of my information about it easily accessible, via the content itself and its references, which comprise of all of the contexts where it came to mind.